Yo, what's going on, guys? Melon back again, and I actually hit 3200 elo or over 3200 elo and reached top 300 on the leaderboard with this Morpeko team. Last video, I kind of was too excited about hitting legend and the fact that I was back from my break, so I didn't talk a whole lot about the team. And there were a number of questions about the team, so I wanted to just go over that in a quick video. So, is there a replacement for Morpeko? The answer is no. You really cannot replace Morpeko. Don't bother building the team if you don't have one. For Blastoise, there were some questions about, can you replace Blastoise? Can you use the non-shadow version of Blastoise? And what I'd say is that the non-shadow might actually be better. I only have a shadow Blastoise because back when the community day happened, I did not play PvP, so I have a really awesome 15, 15, 14 shiny Blastoise. I have a really nice 0% shiny Squirtle that's an XXL, but I do not have any PvP Blastoise. So, I think regular Blastoise actually will be quite good. And then if you don't have Blastoise, I would try non-shadow for Alligator. Everyone should have that because of the community day, but I don't know if it's as good. And then for Claydol, this one's also quite hard to replace. I would try Marowak, preferably the Shadow Marowak, but I also think Claydol, you kind of want Claydol in order to build this team. And so the basic idea with Morpeko teams is that you need something that forces Morpeko targets to be aligned on Morpeko. What I mean by that is that oftentimes if you have a Pokemon that you swap in your Blastoise as a safe swap, and then, say you had Shadow Drapion instead. They'll often just swap in like an Azumarill or a Lapras or something like that into your Drapion because, they can. And that's a big problem because it means that your Morpeko isn't aligned on the Lapras or Azumarill or whatever. So Blastoise is kind of the perfect pairing for Morpeko. But I think it's worth trying for Alligator. And the general idea, you might ask, how do you play against something like Superior, which is a clear hard counter to all three of your Pokemon? What I'd say is that it's not something where you automatically lose if they have Superior. You just swap in your Morpeko, and then they'll never shield your first Aura Wheel. And once you get to your next Dark Aura Wheel, you just start baiting with Psychic Fangs. And you play out the 2 shield. And usually you can chip them down or get a nice catch where you might catch an Aerial Ace or something like that onto one of your other 2, and you can still win. So that is if their backline is really weak to your other Pokemon. Sometimes they just have a Marowak, and so you swap in Morpeko, and then you just got squashed like a fly by their Marowak. It is what it is. Some of your games you'll just lose. But overall, I think it has play into most matchups that might seem really bad. And I think it's really nice right now because there's a resurgence in the amount of Tinkaton and Malamar, especially on the lead. You see Malamar like every game at high elos. You see either like Tinkaton or Malamar. And so Claydol is pretty good into both of those. And so I just like having the Claydol matchup in there. So that's the team. Feel free to put any comments in the questions or whatever. I can't speak. Feel free to ask anything in the comments below and I'll try to respond. But just wanted to make a quick video. You can see Tinkaton stands no chance against my Blastoise. I get off another Hydro Cannon, and this should be GG because I just go into my good friend Claydol and I can just farm them all the way down. Or, well, I'll just let them do this, and then I'll farm them down with Morpeko. So, I'm in good shape, and I can just farm them all the way down. Morpeko is too good. So, let me know what you guys think. It's been your boy, Melon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just got a quick clip after they forfeit of me actually claiming my rewards for hitting 3205. Got a Skorupi. Cool. And then there it is, 3205. See you guys. Peace.